Hi guys, and welcome again to another video with me, Aduke, where I celebrate Nigerian history. We just acknowledge the work and the impact of the amazing Nigerians that have lived on this earth. Okay, so are you ready? Today's video is NANA ASAM'U. A few weeks ago, I covered the story of Usman Dan Fodio, the founder of the Sokoto Caliphate. And yeah, so this is the story of his daughter, who also lived a life of service and yeah, just brilliant. So Nana was born in 1793 in Sokoto, northern Nigeria as well. As I stated, her dad was the amazing founder of the Sokoto Caliphate. If you haven't seen that video, click on it after this, okay? Deal? Of course, Islam was a huge part of Nana's life and her family's life, but another thing that was very important to her father and her family was education. For boys, for girls, no matter who you are, it was very welcome to be educated, and they encouraged this in her, and she absolutely loved learning as well. She was an amazing student. Growing up, she knew how to speak 4 languages fluently. Actually, I think more than 4 languages fluently, and this definitely encouraged her to be able to relate with people from different backgrounds and people who spoke different languages. And something that was important in that family was and in the religion actually was to always die empty with whatever it is you would always share. So learning, she was so passionate about sharing the knowledge that she knew with other people in the community. The passion of hers as well as learning was writing as well. At the time she was growing up, there were a lot of wars from different empires, and she even wrote about some of those battles that were fought, educating people. And like I said, it was always also a belief that the more you know, the more you should definitely share with other people, and especially in the community. She was very intelligent and caring. Growing up as a princess did not mean that she forgot about other people, didn't have the privilege of being educated. So she would combine the knowledge she had and break it down so that people would be able to receive the knowledge that she knew in a way that they would understand. She wrote at least 60 books and poems, and just so many books on her Islamic religion, and just being kind to people and helping the community out, and the way people should comport themselves, and just on her beliefs really. And it was very empowering for women as well, the books that she wrote. It wasn't just tailored to women, obviously, even though a lot of the work she did were very much encouraging women to be educated and encouraging women to take their place in society. After her father passed, another one of her brothers became the ruler, the second ruler of the Sokoto Empire. And she was an advisor to him. She was so wise that a lot of people would come to her for advice and counsel. And she wrote a lot about these accounts that a lot of it, even till today, there's still, it's still a point of reference for a lot of scholars all over the world. Similar to her dad, another major part of her teachings were, it's not all about money. As you acquire wealth and everything, that's great, but you also need to be kind, you also need to be patient, you also need to think about your fellow human beings, right? So she was very, very considerate in that matter, and a lot of these beliefs were reflected in her writing and in the way she lived her life. So as time went on, a lot of the men were not allowing their women to be educated, or to even leave to actually step out of the house. And she was very concerned about this because she knew the importance of education and letting people know the truth, right? She had set up the place for people to come to her and learn from her. She knew that, okay, yes, I'm teaching a lot of men, which is awesome. I also want to have access to women who would like to learn. And it was a case of like, if Muhammad does not come to the mountain goes to Muhammad, or is it the other way around? I don't know. But yeah, that kind of, she literally found a way to go to the women and into their community, since they weren't allowed to, come out. So she set up a group of women, of the women that were allowed to be actually educated, you know. She taught them, and then she sent them out to those women's houses, the women that were not allowed to be educated houses. I feel like I need to explain that again. Do you get that? Do you guys get that? She used her teachings, basically creating a whole curriculum, right? And other scholars' teachings as well, but mainly her writings. You know, she educated them, and she kind of, you know, basically trained them and told them to go out into these other women's houses to, you know, educate them as well. So it was like a ripple effect of things. And these women that she sent out, that she personally trained, were called the judges, and they had like a nice uniform, hat, and a turban. It was really lovely, and if it should be basically recognized, it was I guess a beautiful symbol of unity and women coming together to, you know, be, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's annoying. Such a beautiful example of women coming together and, you know, getting stuff done, right? That's where the term yanturi came from, which means to come together, to congregate together, to assemble together. That's not the right term, is it? Hold on, let me Google it. Yantarus, and it was so beautiful that even till today, you know, there's still that legacy and there's still that continuation of women educating women and people really sharing their knowledge, you know. So they did this through the writings and the teachings of Nana. This woman was an activist. This woman was a poet, a writer, a scholar, someone who was caring, kind, and just intelligent, who always found a way to, you know, educate women and you know, the importance of just reading and knowing things for yourself so you can make brain freeze. You can make informed decisions. So, and let me know if you've heard about her before and what I missed out, because I've been missing a whole lot of stuff out. But yeah, today I just wanted to celebrate and salute NANA ASAM'U. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for encouraging me to make these videos and learning even more with me. So yeah. Until next time, I'm your girl Aduke, and you are my beloved. Mwah.